So I'm writing down the command or the SQL command select star from tab. So this one will show you what are the tables are available on your schema. Okay, select star from tab will show you all the tables whatever available under Oracle_source. Now connect to target, Oracle_target. Now you are changing the schema. So now you are Oracle_target. So now do the same thing, select star from tab. Great. So now just try to understand what kind of tables in source and what kind of tables in your target. So in your source you are having a transactional tables like dealership, product, product cost.
Can you record this class?
Yeah, I'm recording this. So
Okay.
in your source you are having dealership and product cost, which are like a transaction tables, and you need to get the data from those tables and load into a different kind of a dimension tables and fact tables. Can you see the dimension? That the one which is starting with the DIM is a dimension table. The one which is starting with the FSCT is a fact table. Okay. Then what about the other table like STG? Staging tables. Basically the staging tables will be created, okay, created as an intermediate table before loading into dimension tables and fact tables. So I'll come to this point later. I don't want to confuse you much, but today we are going to start a fresh mapping today. So can you go to the designer now, Harika? Yesterday we have seen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For few days, don't go from your desktop. Try to do this. Yeah. Great. So this is how you need to go to designer. Okay. At least like for a couple of days, try to use this method. Don't create any shortcuts or anything. Try to do a core practice. Like it will take some time. So meanwhile, like what we are trying to do is today, we are trying to create a Informatica code. Okay. And we will see how that code will work and what are the things which are working on that code and how to validate that code, how to make sure your code is working and how to see the results. All these things today we are going to perform. Okay. So for that, the first task is first you need to get the concept in your mind. What is that concept? What is your basic intention to build the code? You remember like when we are working in Java or like on object-oriented concepts, people used to start their programming like write a hello world program. What is a hello world program? Something like just you want to print something on your screen like a hello world. That is a basic program. In the same way, you are working in a data world, right? In the same way, if you want to do such kind of a hello world program, so what is in your ETL perspective? The basic purpose of ETL is getting the data from one place and loading the data into another place. So what you are doing here, you are getting the data from a source and loading the data into a target. So what are the basic things required, Harika?
Basic thing.
What are the basic things you require to perform your action now, to create a code?
Create.
See, if I want to write a hello world, okay, so what
Okay.
I need to look that hello world on a screen. That is what my requirement. Okay. In the same way, if I want to take the data from source and load the data into target, what are the basic things coming into your mind?
Transaction.
Pardon?
Transaction.
Okay,
Mapping.
transformation. That's okay. That's good. And what else? It's a basic thing like what exactly you need, first of all. Transformations comes when you have some data, right?
Yeah.
When you will have a data?
Source.
Exactly. And Swapna, what else? So Harika mentioned we need a source to get the data and
Yeah.
we need a transformation to perform transformations. What else we need?
Target.
Yes. So what are the basic things now we need to create a mapping? Source, transformations, targets. Okay.
Target.
Yes. Source, transformation, targets. By including all these things, I am calling it as a mapping. Okay. So I'll come to it later, but now try to understand how to get the source, how to get a target, and how to get a transformation. Okay. This is what our major scope in for next 5 minutes. Okay, fine. Now, can you connect to support? So, Harika, you know, right? What is a support? A support is a repository where all of your code is getting saved. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Connect to support. Yeah, it may take some time. So, okay, fine. Now your DWH folder is ready. But it's just ready, but like how you are going to work on this folder, always make sure on top, okay, on top under view under tools you can see a white space, right? Okay, now you guys need to answer me from today onwards. Okay, it's not like a one-way communication from today, because till now we learn the concepts, because it's kind of a one-way communication. Whether you understand or not is a different story, but the tool, there's a reason I am handovering this thing to you, and you need to at least respond and make this as a kind of an interactive one. Okay, so now Harika,
Okay.
now you need to point on the white spot, okay, below of edit view.
Here.
Perfect. Okay, that is a place you need to see. Okay, that is a place you need to see the folder name or the folder what you are working. For example, today you
Okay.
are working on a DWH, right? You have only one folder. The real time you'll find like hundreds of folders. Then the confusion will comes. Like, okay, you are working in a DWH folder, but some other person is working on ABC folder. Some other person is working on XYZ folder. But like how to make sure the folder whatever you are working, okay, whatever you are working is relates to your application. So how you are going to make sure of that? Whatever the folder you are working, that should be on top of this white line, okay, or it should come under this white line. How that will come? Try to open the folder, right click on the folder. Harika, can you go back and right click on the folder? Right click.
Here.
Yeah, right click. Yes, open or connect. Now you are connecting to that folder. See, now you just connected, but the folder still you cannot see over here, right?
Yeah.
Now open that, right click on the folder, DWH only. You just connected now. Okay, open. Now can you see? Everything will get changed now. Everything, even if you observe on the right hand side also, it will get changed. Okay, now can you right click on this one, DWH? Now you want to come out of this folder. Right click, disconnect.
Okay.
Okay, what is the other way? See, now the prompt is changed. So you are out of your
Yeah.
folder and even the white space is clear. Now double click the other way to open this. Double click this, double click. Okay, this is another way. But like always try to open by right click, first connect or direct open. If you open, it will connect first, then it will open. If you connect, it will just connect. After that, again, you need to click on open. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so Swapna, Hope this would be an easy thing for you as you're already working on Informatica. Okay, but try to understand when you're working in a real world, make sure your folder name should be on top. Then only that denotes like you are working on a proper directory or proper folder. Now, where is your cursor now? Which one is highlighted now in the right hand side? What exactly you can read, Harika, on your screen on the right hand side in the gray color box, the big
These
gray
are
color box.
gray.
Okay, on the right, that is the left hand side, right? I'm talking about the right hand side.
Yeah.
The big gray color box. This is the place where you are
Source,
going to
source
perform
and
your coding.
okay.
Okay. So within this gray color box, one thing is highlighted, the one with the magnifier.
Source analyzer.
Source analyzer, exactly. So this is the place where you are going to get your sources. Okay. Can you click the next to kind of a triangular symbol, right? Next to that magnifier. Next to the magnifier. Just top of that source analyzer. Top of the source analyzer, yes. Can you click on that? So you are in source analyzer. The next one. Yes. Click.
Target design.
Yeah, click on that. Even your prompt will change.
Yeah.
So this is the place where you can get the targets. Can you click on the
Target.
next one? This is the place where you can get your transformations. Can you click the next one? Maplets. Okay. Can you click the next one? This is the final place where you are going to design your
Mapping
mappings.
design.
Okay. So the first one is a source. Second one is the target.
Target.
Third one is a transformation. Fourth one maplet. Fifth one is a mapping. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now go to the first one because we need to understand how to get a source and how to get a target. Is that clear? How to get a source and how to get a target.
Target.
Now, so you need to understand one more thing before getting this source and targets. What is that? Whatever we are doing, just go back to your example, the water tank and your home tank. Whatever we are doing is we are connecting to a source and we are connecting to a target. In middle, you are just opening the walls. That's it. You are not doing anything. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to get a structure because the pipeline, I'm trying to create that pipeline. So the one end of my pipeline is a source, other end of my pipeline is a target. But when you are trying to connect to a source, you should have that kind of structure also, right? Without having a structure, how I can connect? Or without having that source in my Informatica, how can I connect to the source? Does that make sense? I need to have some kind of a reference, right, to that source or some
Yeah.
kind of a reference to the target. That reference I am calling as a source in my Informatica. So to work on the sources, from where you need to start, what is the starting point? Can you see the source analyzer on the right hand side in the gray color box? So this is a place where you are going to work on your sources. So when you select this, the gray color box with the source analyzer, the top menu items also will get changed. So can you see like a repository, edit, view, tools, layout, versioning, sources on top, yes,
Window.
Windows and help.
Window.
So if you want to get a source, go to the sources on top. Yes. Now you can see different kind of options. So from where you want to get the source? Do you want to get the source from a database, or do you want to get the data from a file, or from a COBOL file, or from a XML, or from a PeopleSoft? So or like a web service, okay, Power Exchange, Salesforce. So do you want to perform any data profiling or anything, or do you want to create your own source? What exactly you want to do now? Okay, now click on import from database because you are working with the databases right now. We will see how to get a file from the flat files, but now we are working on a database. Now the question comes, how you are going to connect to a database? See, the one which is showing over here, Oracle SQL Plus, is a database. that was installed in Oracle, right? Your database is installed in Oracle, but your Informatica is installed on your machine. Okay, it's a different kind of a system. Even this one is a different kind of a system. How you are going to link them? How you are going to link them? So for to link that one, you are going to have a kind of a drivers. Driver means which is linking your Informatica to your database. That is called a driver. Okay, so to create the driver, you need to have a specific kind of a connectivity. So can you go to this three dots on top, ODBC data source? Here in the same box, in the same dialog box, yeah, on top of connect, you can see three dots, right? Next to the down arrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Go to that. Now click on add. Now these are the different kind of a drivers. Okay, so what kind of driver you want to use, or what kind of one we need to use? What is your what is your database? See, all of these are different kind of databases. Okay, but out of these, which database you are using?
SQL.
No, we are using Oracle. SQL
Oracle.
Server is a Microsoft database. Okay, so
Yeah.
SQL is a language. SQL Server is a database. Both are different. SQL and SQL Server are not same. SQL is in a language. SQL Server is in a database. So don't get confused because of the naming.
Okay.
Okay. So see, for the first one is DB2 wire protocol. That is for the DB2. Next one is DBase. Third one is FoxPro, Informix, MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, Sybase, Teradata. All these are different kind of databases. Among these, you are using only Oracle wire protocol. Right now, you are trying to connect to Oracle. Okay, can you select Oracle? Click on finish. Okay, here you need to mention some kind of a name. What kind of name you want to give? Give any name. Any name would be fine. Give like an Oracle source or something. No, don't give with the same name because like you will feel like okay, both should be same. Just mention like Oracle SRC or something. Underscore SRC. Underscore SRC. Because you gave the name schema name as source SOURC, right? So you just give SRC. Now give the host name. What is the host name for your Oracle? I think it's system. Host name. What host name you might used? Okay. Can you go to your start? Can you go to run? Type CMD. Okay. Click on OK. Swapna, are you doing with this parallelly or? Okay. Can you write host?
No, I'll do system.
Yeah, you can do this parallelly, Swapna. Yeah, just type host name. Just no space, no space, no space. Go back, yeah. Host name, enter. Okay, ABC is your host name. Go back to your screen, the Informatica screen. No, don't close. Okay, that's okay. Okay, give host name as ABC. Okay, port number is 1521. SID is system. Sometimes they will give system, sometimes they will give ORCL, but we'll see. Can you click on test connect? Now here, what is your username to connect to a database? Oracle underscore source, right? The schema name. What is the password you used to connect to database? Same one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give the same password. Click on OK on top. No. Okay, can you give it again? Oracle underscore source. And even password is same. Click on OK. No, on top.
Okay.
Okay, so listener could not resolve the SID. Okay, click on OK. So it's saying SID is wrong. So instead of system, can you mention ORCL? Because normally this SID will be given when they are installing
ORCL.
ORCL. Yeah. Now, can you click on OK? Still it's wrong, right? Okay. Can you give Oracle? ORACLE. Perfect. Okay. So connection is established. Now the data source name is Oracle source. So from Informatica, if you want to connect to the database, if you want to connect to the database, what kind of a connection you will use? What kind of a driver you will use now? Oracle underscore
Oracle underscore.
SRC. This is what the driver you need to use. Very, very important in the real time. Okay. Maybe
Okay.
for testers, it might not required. For the developers, it's very important. Okay. But still,
Okay.
uh, try to focus Harika as a developer as well as a tester. Okay. So
Okay.
this is a simple thing. Like no need to put like much efforts. Okay. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now you know how to create a connection, a driver to connect
Right.
your database from your Informatica. Okay, click on apply, 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 and OK.
Here.
Yeah, OK. Okay, maybe in the background you're having one more dialog box or something. Can you move this ahead? I mean, okay, can you cancel that? Yeah. Now Oracle underscore SRC is created. Can you create one more thing for target as well? Add one more. Okay, Swapna, do you have any questions on this one? Okay, now if you have any questions, please ask now. We are creating it for target. Have you ever did this, Swapna?
Mm-hmm. I think there is, but I don't remember.
Okay, fine. So yeah, Harika, now you can do for Oracle wire protocol again because again you are creating for same
Target.
database, but the schema is going to be different. Now we are doing this for Oracle underscore target. So you can mention some name for the target. Oracle underscore TGT. Same, everything will be same. Host name means your machine name. And port number is always for Oracle, it's 1521. The only thing we got confused with SID, which is Oracle. That's what the person who created this virtual machine created while installing the Oracle. Oracle
Okay.
is a SID, ORACLE. Test connect. Now to which schema you are connecting?
Target.
Exactly. So
Okay.
yeah, perfect. So click on OK. Click on apply. Click on apply and click on OK. Okay, now you have source and target. Now can you click on OK? Fine. Now you created two data sources. One is for source and one is for target. Our first intention is get the source. Okay. So if you see in the drop down now, you can find a source. Can you click on drop down on top? No. In this window only.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I have a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Log on to Oracle Wise protocol. When I'm giving username and password, it is saying wrong. Yes.
Can you come again, Swapna? I didn't get your question.
When I tried connecting to that way, like I clicked on test connect. So in that it will ask username and password, right?
Yeah, but like, have you ever created these schemas?
No.
Yeah, you're supposed to create the schemas, or else you need to connect with the existing schemas, like a Scott Tiger.
Um,
Okay, so that's why, like I mentioned before starting this class, so to go through that video and create two schemas. One is for Oracle underscore source and one is for Oracle underscore target.
mhm.
Is it clear, Swapna?
Yeah.
Okay. So Harika, can you go to that ODBC data source to the drop down? No, drop down. Don't click on the three dots. Close this and drop down. Now you will see your Oracle underscore source and Oracle underscore target. Now our intention is to get the source, right? So select source. Yeah, just select source. Now give the username. What's the username to connect to that?
Oracle underscore source.
Yes. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So just give the password and connect. Okay, can you click on OK? Still it's not pointing to the proper SID. Okay, can you go back those three dots? Can you go to this Oracle underscore source? Select Oracle underscore SRC. Click on configure. Okay, see, still it's pointed to system. It should be Oracle. ORACLE. Click on apply and OK. Now click on OK here. Now connect. Okay. Now you expand that. Okay. Now you connected to Oracle underscore source from in the database through Informatica. Can you expand that now? There is a plus symbol, right? And the blue color one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Expand that. No, just click on that plus symbol. Okay, now you came to tables. Can you expand tables? See, these are the 3 tables you created, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now select any one of the table. Any one of the table. Dealership. Click on OK. Click on OK. Perfect. Now you will get that Oracle table into your Informatica. Okay. The same table, whatever you can see here, will be there under your Oracle also. The only difference is in the Oracle, this table will exist with the data. But here you are going to get only the structure, the pipe, that's it. The structure. It will not consist of any data. It is just the structure to connect to your database. Is that clear?
Okay.
Now go to target. No, here
Target.
itself. No, within this here. So now you are in the source analyzer, right? Yes,
Yeah.
perfect. That is what target. Go to targets now. Target in the menu. See, even your menu will get changed. Like repository, edit, view, tools, layout, versioning, targets. Import from database. Same thing. Whatever you did for the source, do the same thing. Select the data source. No. That's already been done. We created
Yeah.
2 drivers or whatever you say. Okay, we created 2 different kind of data sources. Now, yes, perfect. You need to select Oracle underscore target. Now give the username and password. Excellent. So give the password. Connect. Okay, now you connected to your database. Okay, what is the table you took under the source? Okay, come down in this. Yeah. Is that the dealership, right? Stage. Okay, take the stage dealership. STG underscore dealership. This table I want to load. Click on OK. Now go to source analyzer again. Here you are having a source dealership table and the target table is stage dealership. So whatever the data is there under dealership, you're supposed to load into stage underscore dealership. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now how to create the mapping? To create a mapping, where we need to go?
Mapping.
Perfect. Go to the mapping designer. Now to create a mapping, again you need to go into the menu. So where is the mapping menu? Perfect. Go to mappings, create, give some name to your mapping. What mapping you want to create. Here you need to remember two things. Always your mapping name should start with M. When I am saying should start with means it's not a kind of a code requirement, or it's not like a kind of a Informatica requirement. It's a standard. So because whenever you're creating a mapping, it's good, or it's kind of a standard across the industry. Every mapping will start with M. For example, I'm not starting my mapping with M. I'm starting with some kind of a K or something. What's going to happen? Nothing. Still it's going to work. But the problem comes with your organization. I mean, like organizing the mappings and workflows, the problem will come. A new person joins in the team, he cannot understand what is a K. If you put M, he will understand, oh, this is starting with M. So it could be a mapping. That's why always try to give the mapping names must and should with M. That is what the industry and everyone is following. So we also better follow the same thing so that everyone will be in the sync. Okay, give any name with M. So M underscore. So what this mapping is doing, we are trying to load the data. What kind of data? Dealership data into stage underscore dealership table. Ultimately, what is the outcome? Getting the data into stage underscore dealership. So your mapping name should be the object type, that is mapping. So I gave M underscore the target table, STG underscore dealership. That is what my table.
Dealership.
Yeah, dealership. You can use some abbreviation DLR, SHIP, something, but it should denote that. Underscore, what I'm doing, I'm loading, right? I'm loading. So underscore load. Underscore load. Click on OK. Now your mapping is named. Now what you need to do, you need to get a source and you need to get the target. So to get the sources and targets, from where you need to get the sources and targets? Whenever you created the source and targets, it's already been created in the folders. In the left hand side, can you see the sources and target folders are filled with some objects. That's why you can see that plus symbol. So can you expand that? See, you got your schema. Under the schema, you will find your table. Instead of schema, I can say that ODBC data source, Oracle underscore SRC. So can you drag that dealership into your mapping designer? Drag, just right click. I don't know like what kind of system you're using. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Now look at this. Whenever you drag a source into your mapping designer, okay, the first thing is you need to understand there is one more additional thing came into your mapping designer, that is starting with SQ underscore dealership. This transformation is a source qualifier transformation, which is a default transformation which comes along with the source. Whenever you take a source, this will come by default. Okay, always the source qualifier is the only one transformation which is a default transformation which comes along with the source. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Now you can see source as well as a transformation. Now what else you need? You need a target. So expand the target and drag the target into your mapping designer. Now can you expand these things like in the name and okay, in the source qualifier you can see the name and data type, right? Can you expand that name little bit?
This one.
Yeah, on top, the line between the, yeah, exactly. Yes. So if you look at that now, dealership ID is there in your source qualifier and dealership ID is there in your target also, right? The violet color one is a target, STG underscore dealership. Yeah. So like that, can you expand even the target? Just I want to read whatever is there. Yeah, you can do it. Like, feel free like to expand the whole thing. I just want to want them to be in a readable format so that it will be easy for you to understand. And Swapna, let me know and stop me if you have any questions. Okay. Now, can you expand a little bit this source qualifier? I cannot read the second one and third one. Okay. Now expand that name a little bit. You can double click on the name. It will expand completely. On the name. After the name, there is a dash, right? No. Don't double click on this one. Okay. Just double click on that line. The one which is differentiating under name and data type. Yes, that line. No. You pointed right. That is for the source. This is for the source qualifier.
Okay.
Yeah, under the source qualifier, there is a small line, right? in between name and data type. That is a length.
Okay. Name and
Yeah. Yeah. Next to the name, yes. Double click. Double click. Okay. Even the target also do the same thing. Double click in the target. Yes. Between the name and the data type. Yes. Okay. Now you can see the data, the structures. Dealership ID, dealership manager ID, description, location, state, region. Okay. Now, can you select the dealership ID under SQ underscore dealership? The first one. Yes. Just
dealership
select
ID.
that. Yeah. Just select that. And drop onto the dealership ID in the target. Little bit problem because you're doing first time, right? Just select and drop it on dealership ID. Yes. Just drop it on dealership ID. On dealership ID. Little bit down. You lost it. Okay. Go back again. One click, hold it and drop on dealership ID. Just drop on. Yeah, drop. See. Now you connected dealership ID with dealership ID in the target. Same way, connect the dealership manager ID with dealership manager ID in the target. And below one, dealership manager ID. No. Click on no. You need to drop on dealership manager ID. You need to connect it to the second one. No. Below one. Below one. Below one. Yes. Perfect. Like that, you need to drop each and every field to each and every field. Okay. Now save it. Maybe like you can do that later, but just for today, I would like to close this session. But like I want to see you how to validate this and how to make sure this is a good code or is a valid code. Can you save it? Or like, okay, don't save it. So do one thing. Let's go to mappings again on top in the menu. First you need to compile it, right? There is a field called validate in this menu. Validate. Can you see validate? Sixth one. No, no, in the mapping, sixth one. Validate.
Yeah.
Can you select that? We are validating is my code is right or wrong. It will show you in the below. Mapping M stage dealership load is valid. If it is not valid, then it will say invalid.
Yeah.
Okay. Now save this. So to save this, the shortcut is Control S, or you can go to the repository. Go to repository. Oh, you already use the shortcut. Okay, that's okay. So go to repository the general way. Select on save. Yeah, save it. That's okay. It won't. You already saved it, but that's okay. Okay, it will say like no changes detected in the current active folder. Okay, click on OK. This is what you're mapping. You need to remember one more thing. If you save it, by default it will validate. No need to validate this your mapping again and again. Whenever you save it, it will validate automatically. Okay. Now what I want from you is, from both of you, Swapna and Harika, I want you to create these kind of mappings, 2 or 3. Just create, give some name or give something. I want you to expertise in getting source and targets and creating a basic mapping. And try to see, you should be familiar with the tool. Okay. Don't practice much, but focus on this one. How to get a source, how to get a target. Once you are familiarized with this, the rest of thing is smooth. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So, and coming to the sequels, still like I want, yesterday Swapna I mentioned, we created a Google Drive. So let me take the control back.
Hello.
Yeah, Swapna, can you see my screen?
Yeah. Your voice is breaking.
Pardon?
Your voice is breaking.
Oh, my voice is breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday what we did was like we are trying to create a new process. So I created a email ID, a Gmail account. Okay. And under this Gmail account, we have a Google Drive. So I can provide you this username and password. Yesterday I told Harika that I am going to mention the username and password. I think I forgot. Okay, that's okay. Today I'm going to provide you that. I created two folders. One is for Harika and one is for Swapna. Okay. I want you to create some documentation and daily place your files here.
Documentation
On SQLs or whatever you are learning or whatever doubts you are having or whatever it is. This one is only for both of you. So no one is going to interfere on these things. So only you, me and Harika will have an access. Whatever the documentation, whatever your understanding, try to create this one and you can keep it forever. Does it make sense? Okay. So I want you to come up with your own thoughts, with your own scenarios, with your own understandings on this Google Drive.
Okay.
Okay. And from the SQL perspective, what I want from you is I want each scenario on joins. Yesterday we discussed a little bit on the joins. Swapna, you can go through that video. So we discussed a little bit on the joins and we didn't get into much of the things, but like I discussed on the equi joins. I explained the scenario. So you can go through that video and come up with some scenarios and joins. Joins are very important. Okay. So I hope like at least by this weekend, I can get some documentation over here, some scenarios. Is this okay?
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions for today?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, great then. So we'll meet back on Monday. So have a good weekend and spend some time on this. Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
please don't
Bye.
forget the Informatica, the basic things.